Hi everyone, welcome back to my little blog about my van. Today I'm going to talk to you something very serious that affects us all, and that's the bed. One of the most important things in the van. You can get anything in a van, but without a bed it's not a camper van, is it? Now the bed is one of the hardest things I think to do in the van, after probably the roof. Now with the van, with the bed, what you want is you want space, but you also want a full-size bed. Now when you're doing your own camper van, you could buy a rock and roll bed, which is what you see in the professionally done vans, and it will be similar to this, but it's £500-600, and I actually don't think that they look that comfortable. I've never been on one, so I don't know, but I don't think they look that comfortable to sit on, and I don't think they look that comfortable to sleep on, because at the end of the day they're more of a car seat than a bed. So with this I can chill, and it's really comfortable. So yeah, I really like the idea of a homemade bed with a proper mattress on here that's folded up. So I'm on the floor, and here you can get a little bit better view of the bed in sofa mode. You can also see a little bit more of the space. So there you go. The camera is located right up by the front seats, and that's the amount of space. Also, the underbed storage is completely clear. There's nothing in there at all, which you wouldn't get with a rock and roll bed. So once I cover that up, make it a lot nicer, and put a little cupboard door on it, you won't be able to see underneath there, and a massive storage all the way back to the van. Also, if I go that, you can just see the amount of space there is in this van. It is absolutely massive. This van is a long wheelbase van. So the reason was because I wanted storage behind the bed, which I'll explain later in another video. So you're probably wondering how this sofa gets into a bed. Let's show you. So let's see how quickly I can get this sofa into a bed. You ready? 3, 2, 1. And there you go. I timed myself the other day, and it was about 1 minute 10 seconds to get this into a bed format. Works really well, really quickly, and it is solid, absolutely solid. It's so easy to do, and if I just turn that around there, you can see that there's a good bit of space there. So it's not all the way up, you can stand up, you could do whatever you want. So let's look at the cost of this bed. The mattress is an IKEA one, it cost me £110. The wood for the base, both the structure of the base and the actual base itself, came in at around £80. So the whole bed came in at £180, £190. Like I say, a proper rock and roll one, which is so much heavier as well, comes in at around about £500 to £600. Wasn't prepared to pay for that, and like I say, I want my van to be a completely different design and be a lot more functional than just having a rock and roll bed in there. So let's take up the mattress and show you what's underneath. So here you go, here's the bed frame. There's the support here, and you can see that it's got a little thing like that, so that when that's in there, it's nice and secure. It's not going anywhere, and it's a real good bed base. Full size bed, 180 by 120 across. See the backboard. So that is the base, and what I'll do now is I'll fold it back up into the sofa position so that you can see what happens. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this board up here, and this, if you look underneath, has got this supporting sort of structure here, so that it's not as bendy in the middle when it's on that, and that goes there, and then we just slide. Now that these have been cut to 45 degree angle that way and that way, so that it's just easier just to slip on. And there you go, your bed. The bed is back in the sofa position, so all nice and secure, and it doesn't move, it just sticks. So yeah, let's get the mattress back on. So this is the mattress back on the bed. It's a bit of a fight getting it back in the van, if I'm honest, but once it's in, it's in. And it's an IKEA 5-inch mattress, 5-inch depth, and it's basically cut up into 3 pieces, so it's got a zip all the way around. Take it out, cut the mattress up into 3 pieces, put it back into the cover, and you have a really good bed. And if I get across here, you can see how it folds out, so I can just hold it back up to here. So there you go. So how does the bed actually support once it's pulled out? So I grab the camera, I'll show you. So on this side we have this support here. At the minute, yeah, I've just done it, so it's going to be boxed in, and it's going to be a little cupboard which is going to store the leg at the end. Now you're probably thinking, oh well, that's in the way, but actually it's quite nice, and it does, if there's 3 of you, act as a nice little chair. So I had the boys in here yesterday, so the 2 boys were on the sofa and I was just sat here, so it does just add that nice little seat, and it's a nice little place for your beer to go, because if you're sat here then there's nowhere for it to go. Now along this side I've put this runner all the way along, and then at a right angle there, so when you pull out the bed, it's got a really solid frame, and it's no real difference. Well, I mean, it's not obviously as going to be as strong as a normal bed, but actually it works really well. Now if I go underneath the bed itself, you can, if I come more this way, you can see the 4 struts and the 2 at the back, and then I've got a couple of struts going along as well. Can I actually get in there? I'm not sure. So we have one at the back and then one at the front, and that's basically the support of the bed. It's quite, I mean, realistically, better light on it there, realistically it's such a simple structure. It's, well, like I say, it's you know, cheap and cheerful, but once I've got the cover on there, once I've got, you know, the throw on there, I get myself a nice throw to go on there. What's the difference? You know, it'd be really nice. And yeah, it's really comfy. you know, here you go. So I've got the back door open. I can see fully out the back, so if you know you can park up and you've got fields, or you know at the beach and you've got the beach behind you, I know that I'm going to have full view of the beach. There's no seat whatever's here. Yeah, I personally think that it's a better way. I know a lot of people go for the struts that come in and out, you pull out, and I have tried that before, and I just found that a real pain in the arse in trying to pull the bed slats out. Don't know if you noticed, but in this van it has got the double doors, so which I think makes a real difference. It just opens up a lot more light, because I haven't put windows in the van. I don't think I will put windows in the van. I don't see the point. It's why I put the vent in. So you know, on an evening, if I need to vent, if I need to vent, oh God, yeah, now's the time to vent. But if I just need some airflow in, I can just open this up. So I just think it's a lot better. And I think actually going into the roof was a lot easier than actually doing a window. So yeah, the van's really coming along, and hopefully within the next couple of weeks I'll get the rest of the cupboards done. I have put some more lights down there, so I need to get those hooked up to electricity. And then what I do need to do is I need to get the split charger put in. Whether I can do that myself, I'm not sure. So I really hope that this has helped somebody just realise that there are different options. But I found it this is one of the hardest things that I found on the internet, to try and find a bed structure. I would say most people go for a proper rock and roll bed. The next option is the slat pull-out bed, and this is a really hard option to find, and I just found it really hard to find instructions on how to do it. So in the end I just had to go for it, and I think it's worked out really well. So if you're doing a van build, hope you're doing alright, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll be able to get out somewhere. No idea where we'll be able to go, whether the campsites will be open, whatever, but at least we'll have the option when that does happen. So take care of yourselves, peace to all, and be good to each other. Thanks.